Alright, welcome to another installment of Kazarian's Let's Play Asheron Skull. And I know I probably say that differently every single time, but that's okay. Just doing a lot in Asheron Skull lately. I just really can't get enough of it. And that's despite the fact that I'm also playing The Secret World, and which is a great game. If you are interested at all in other MMOs and maybe something a little different, The Secret World is really good. It's I don't know. It's almost more of an adventure MMO. Like it's, you know, those old adventure type games where you have to solve puzzles and that kind of stuff. It has all of that plus some MMO elements. Just really good. Doesn't really have levels like Asheron's Call, and it's well worth checking out. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about Secret World. I'm here to talk about Asheron's Call. First up, you're going to notice I have broken down and I'm using decal, but I'm not using everything in decal or all, you know, a whole bunch. I'm not going overboard. One of the main reasons I'm using decal is that it allows me, there's one called Mag Tools, yes, this here, which I'm not for sure what all it does, but one of the cool things it does do is it allows me to remove the window frame and play, which means I don't have to play in full screen. I can remove the window frame and I can play at a really high resolution, which means I might be able to get these videos up into 1080p, which would be pretty cool. So that's one of the main reasons I've done it. Also, I've decided to go ahead and use Go Arrow, which is it's kind of a routing and mapping software. It's how I've justified this is that I was basically doing the same thing on my own. I was using AC Explorer, which is majorly out of date. I was always looking at the wiki for dungeon information. So inside of Go Arrow, you can get a nice map of Asheron's Call here. So you can see, not Dareth. So you can see here, here's a very nice map of Dareth. I love the map. I think it's just awesome. And so you can see like all of the, you can zoom in and out. It will map paths for you, but I don't think it does actually a very good job because it bounces around inside of some of the portal areas. So I was trying to do it here and it didn't work very well. Also, when we get into a dungeon, I'll show you the dungeon map. It'll pull in the dungeon map, basically the same ones that the wiki use. So yeah, instead of always going outside of the game or pausing whenever I'm doing these videos, like this will actually help me show you actually where I'm at, what I'm looking at, and you know where I'm going. Because like right here, you can see I'm going to this hollow lair near Lytleport. So another reason I'm using decal is the mapping, which that's all of these buttons over here because this is the Verendi plugin stuff. Mag Tools. Then on this side, over near my inventory, I'm also using Mob Tracker, which is, well, I wouldn't say I'm really using this, but I'm using the tool outside of this to find mobs. It's the same one that the wiki uses. The wiki, if you ever go to one of its creatures pages, you can see like a location of all the dots of where that creature is at. And this is the plugin that keeps track of that. So I'm basically uploading the stats since I use it. If I ever go looking for specific creatures, then I'll start maybe tracking those. But for now, it's not very well used, except that I'm basically contributing to what I am using. And that is it. You know, Turbine never really had a problem with people using decal. I don't think they could complain. And it did add a lot to the game back in the day, but I'm not trying to overuse it. Just like I said, it's really just to basically do the same stuff I was doing outside of Asheron's Call, inside of Asheron's Call. So I don't think that I'm actually, quote, cheating on anything by using it. Since the last episode, I have done a lot in the questing hub. I'm already up to level 27, which isn't bad. I'm moving along at a pretty good clip. Some of those are kind of hard at this level, especially for a non-buffed character. Like there was Collier, I did it, and the last room like just majorly kicked my ass. Like it just and I didn't cover this already, did I? Alright, I didn't cover it. I just, my notes were kind of funny on this. Anyway, so I went to the collier. The last room kicked my ass, and that's because like you run into like a level 50 or 60 mob, and I just didn't have the skills to take this thing down. I was just like, he was just tinking him for a little bit all the time, and luckily like some dude came in and just finished him off for me whenever I had him down to like 20%, but it took a lot. It was very irritating. I'm a little concerned that maybe they are kind of wanting us to use buff bots and everything else, which I'm not keen on doing. So anyway, that's a little disturbing. But anyway, I did it. I also got Lilith's bow, which you can see here. So I kind of like it. It's kind of small, but it does very good damage. You can see it's 110% mod, 8% melee defense, and it's got Defender 4 and Blood Drinker 4. It's really nice. Well worth doing if you're doing a bow character. And it's got low activation. It's only got 40 to activate, nothing more. So that's definitely worthwhile. And what else? What else? Checking my notes here. Decal, Lilith's bow. I did Green Mire. Oh, I've also, let's talk about the skills that I've done. I have gone ahead and taken some item magic. That was to really buff up some of my items. You know, like put Impin on things, put Bloodbane on things. I have to be very particular about what I'm actually putting on there because, for one thing, it's only at 125. Another thing, I don't have a lot of mana, so I can't cast a lot of spells. But, like right now, if we're going to go into this dungeon, then I forgot that they added this, and this is so nice. You can select yourself, which I put my backpack down there, and if you cast Impin, which is Impenetrability 2, it's a tongue twister, you're going to see here that it cast not only on my robe, it cast it on my undergarment, my robe, my gauntlets, and my trousers. So, very nice. You can cast all your item buff spells all at once without having to target each item, which used to be a big deal, right? Because a lot of the single-pieced items were a real pain to buff, and that's the reason everybody wore the Amuli armor and everything else, so it's great that they've added that in. Also, since last time, I have taken Alchemy, which I wasn't going to do at first, but I've been looking around on the wiki and there's a lot of cool things. I mean, they got bombs and they got buff crystals, all sorts of cool things. Plus, I was getting tired of my little bitty arrows that I had, and I really wanted to use some of these greater arrows. So you can see that they have a much higher damage. Well, not much, but it's a pretty good percentage, and it makes a huge difference when you're killing items. So instead of maybe taking 10 shots to kill something, now it takes like 3 or 4. Well worthwhile, and it was worth taking Alchemy for. Even if I drop it later on because I'm going to use those prismatic arrows, that's fine. It's worth taking for now. And I believe that is the major items that I needed to touch on. I've been out exploring a little bit. I played around with alchemy. And, yeah. Anyway, so my next goal, I've been looking around, and I don't want to just do all of my leveling inside of the quest dungeons. You know, I want to really do a lot of stuff. One of the things I had noticed I really need, and it came painfully obvious whenever I was crafting arrows, because I don't have a lot of strength, and carrying around a lot of arrows with opponents is really tiring. I need a house. No, this is the Lost Distillery. Oh, that's because I'm not where I'm at. I'm at the wrong place. You can see up here on the top, I've already selected it. I'm going to the Hollow Lair near Little Lytlethorpe. I want a house. I want to get a cottage. I want to be able to store some items in a chest and not have to worry about bringing them along with me everywhere. I'm carrying a lot of junk. Some of it's just like, you know, some of this stuff that I don't need to carry it around everywhere and take a risk of dropping it. So I'm going to try and get a writ of refuge. And this is what you need to get a house. You need to need a writ of refuge and then something else to get the house. The best, easiest way to get a single writ, which is what you need for a cottage, is and I'll link to this in the game, in the show notes, is to do the Arcanum furniture quest. And what you do is you got to go into this dungeon and kill a hollow minion leader who's a level 50, and he's down somewhere on the bottom of this thing. On the little, you can see this is level 20 and above, so you know we're at the right level range. I'm a little worried this guy's going to kick my ass, so we'll actually see. This was kind of a test recording to see if I could actually get a writ of refuge. After I get this writ, my idea is to get the writ, drop off items, and then start working for some shadow armor. I don't know if there's better armor out there, but I want to get the shadow armor, so I've got some ideas on how I'm going to go out and get that. So I can hear things spawning around me. And this is the Arcanum Envoy, which I don't know. Actually, I really don't know what I'm doing here. I've never done this. Oh, the Arcanum Furniture Shop. That actually is where I'm going. Okay. Okay, so one of the wikis says head to that, and once inside, talk to the Arcanum Envoy. Take the south hallway and then the second left. Okay, south hallway. Ooh. Level 40. Nice. And he is hurting me. I need to. Okay, I gotta get out of here real fast. That didn't work. Why can't I go in there? I must complete a quest to get to that. Okay. Let's go back surface. Take a breather. I was doing something wrong there because that shouldn't have been that hard. I've taken judge lurkers out in the wild, and they shouldn't be doing that bad. So something is not right here. Alright. So I've healed myself up. And let's go down in here again. Take this a little slower and easier. I know I can kill these guys. It shouldn't be a problem. Even if I have to change my accuracy up really high. I don't know if I've ever really been in here and done this. I had a house back in the day, but I don't remember what I did to get it. And they are evading me. I play these guys all the time. I'm gonna die. Oh, sorry, I was drinking. Alright, let me pause the video here. I'm gonna go buff up at the buff up and then run again, and I'll meet you back whenever I try this again. This could be all fail, which is pretty typical for me. So anyway, I'll beat you guys back where we were. Oops, forgot to open back up my or to start back recording again. Anyway, I came back in. I got killed these two by kind of running around and jerking them everywhere, so that wasn't the best way of doing it. I don't know if this is going to work or not, but it'll be a fun way to fill up this video. So these are my items, so we'll just go ahead and... I'm also going to need money to buy a cottage, which I don't really have, at least not a lot, so... Oh my, that's not good. I don't know. Yeah. 25 points of bludgeoning damage. That'll kill me in like 4, and those guys hit pretty fast. So, come out here. Hit here. Heal. And I'm going to... I'm going to make sure I've got Bludgeoning Bane cast on myself too. I've already cast, and these are small banes, but better than nothing. So maybe that'll help. Okay, let's go back down there. See if we can get these Tuskers. I don't know how I'm going to beat this hollow guy, but... stay away! Get off me! This is all sorts of fail, isn't it? I really need better armor and crap. This is getting bad. See, it's quite challenging. Alright, I'm sitting here wondering what I should do. Let me think about it. Alright, so I've buffed up. I'm going to try this one more time. And if it doesn't work, then I'll probably just go back to leveling up until I can. I don't know. I guess I probably need to learn level 3 item spells, which... Let's see what my skill is at right now. 114. Definitely needs to be up higher to do that. Let's see. So I can get up to 123, which is just barely into level 3s. But that might be enough. If I can cast Impen 3 and Bludgeoning Bane 3, that should take the edge off of those where I can actually survive. Yeah, if this fails again, then I will do that. I'll go learn some 3s and come back and see what a difference that makes. Alright, here I am back in the dungeon. Oh, my corpse. Littering everything everywhere. Dropping 3 items at a time now. And of course it doesn't help when my vitality is... Vitae is at 8%. And my drudge friends are back. This is terrible. And that's what will get you every single time with drudges. Oh no. 1, running out of healing kits. 2, them casting spells on you. If they get, like, they might be dinging you for a little bit, but then they cast a bolt at you and you're screwed. Alright. Okay. Where's the other one? Where's that little sucker at? Let's see if I can pin him real fast. Stop it. Too much arc on that. So see, I'm hitting them pretty decent. Oh my god. You know, for 20 points a pop. Which isn't bad. Oh my god, die. That's scary. I should not be in here. I'm an idiot. Okay. Get this. Come on. You can do it. Take on another Tusker. Oh, the bludgeoning goes. Ow! What? It's 67 points. Wow, I'm doing much better. Okay. Now let's see if I can take that hollow leader. I probably can't. We'll see. It's further than I've been. Here goes another Tusker. Looks like you need to hit those guys low. I'm gonna lay down for a second and heal up. Or at least let my stamina regen, because I really need it. You don't want to take any chances. Alright. Let's back up. Let's look to see what this dungeon shape is. Where I'm actually going. I came down. Okay. Oh my god. This is going to be bad. Okay. I can't take all of these guys. I am going to die. Yikes. Leave me alone. I don't want to die. Whew. Alright, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go and I'm going to learn some item 3 Banes, and at least maybe I can survive that, but we'll see. Oh, I wanted to make a quick point here because it irritated me for a long time, and maybe it is you too, but if you're just coming back, those of you that have been in a while, you know this, but if there's an item you can't get rid of, like I've got the Greenmeyer Yari here, it's just burden, and I'm not going to save it. I mean, it may look cool, but I'm not going to save it. So the way to get rid of these type of things, just give them to a town crier, and they will eat them, and you won't have to worry about them anymore. So I'm up here going to get some item spells. Alright, so I went out, bought a set of level 3 item spells, and I have buffed up my items. It took some mana too to actually do this, so I'm just not really equipped to cast spells. But anyway, so you can see here, like on my robe, I now have Piercing Bane 3, Blade Bane 3, Bludgeoning Bane 3, and Imp 3, so that puts my armor level of my robe up to 125, but you can see here on my slashing, piercing, and bludgeoning, which was what all those creatures were casting, they're now at 188. They were like 125 before too, so this is a major upgrade them, maybe they won't hit me as much. So, I'll meet you back in there and we'll see how we do. Alright, here we go. I kind of ran into it before it popped, so that's kind of dumb. But you can see they're not nearly as bad now. It's not like 2 hits and I'm dead, so let's... They're barely hitting me, so that's really good. Might be able to survive this. Alright, let me clear out here and I'll meet you back down at the bottom room where I died the last time. Alright, we're coming back up down here. I did die again, but I'm back. So I'm hoping I can see the guy I need is right there. Oh, come on. Dadgummit! Every single time hit me like that, where I only have like one more hit on them and the other one casts a spell and knocks me out. God. Alright, I give up. I can't do it in this video. Yeah, it's just not going to work. So I'm going to level a little more and, you know, put some more into, I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to level some more and we'll save it for next time. Until then, looking forward to it. Okay, bye guys.